Hey, what's going on YouTube? My name is Holden Blaze, and today we're going to be talking about two different Solana meme coins that I think have a lot of potential for this upcoming bull market. While I am bullish on both of these cryptocurrencies, I'm currently only invested into one Solana meme coin, and by the end of this video, you will find out which one I'm personally invested into and why I chose that cryptocurrency. Of course, this video will be focused around Ponke and Myro. Both of these are based on the Solana chain, and we will be comparing them based off of tokenomics, marketing, their website, their founder, and exchange listings. To start things off, we're going to look at the tokenomics, and CoinMarketCap will give us a quick visual of what's going on. At the moment, Ponke is sitting at a market cap of $117 million, and Myro is very similar at a market cap of $119 million. Besides the fact that these two cryptocurrencies are based on Solana, this is the main reason why I'm making this video. They are at very similar positions in market cap. However, I personally think there's a clear winner out of these two projects. If we look a bit deeper, we have to note that Ponke's fully diluted market cap is a bit bigger than Myro's, as it will experience more inflation in the future. This honestly gives Myro a bit of an advantage. There is less supply to dump on the circulating market, and therefore less inflation than Ponke headed into the future. That being said, we have to note that the vast majority of Ponke is already circulating, and I don't think it's the end of the world that there will be a little bit of inflation in the future. Of course, we can look at both of these cryptocurrencies' all-time charts. They are somewhat similar. This is the first cycle for both of these cryptocurrencies, and honestly, both of their charts look quite bullish. Ponke has been in a very pronounced bull trend for quite a while. We have been cooling off the past couple of weeks. However, the whole market is falling at this point, and I do think this is creating a great opportunity for people not in the position yet. The same thing is happening with Myro. It's basically sitting at price levels that acted as support in the past, and it looks like it wants to push upwards when this selling subsides. Just from that quick glance on CoinMarketCap, I would say Myro is ever so slightly in the lead at the moment, just because it has less inflation going into the future. However, tokenomics don't end there. I want to go to CoinCarp for both of these cryptocurrencies, as I want to look at the total holders and note how decentralized this project is. For Ponke, we are currently under 50,000 holders, and we have to note that the top 10 wallets hold roughly 33%. That is sizable. However, it is much less than the 42% held in the top 10 wallets of Myro, despite the fact that Myro has more token holders. You see, usually when a cryptocurrency gets more holders, it becomes more decentralized as more and more people are invested into this project, and it's less centralized around that initial group of investors. However, in the case of these two cryptocurrencies, Myro has more holders. However, I would say it is less decentralized. If we look at the top 20 wallets, we have to note that roughly 40% of Ponke is held in those wallets. However, for Myro, it is over 50%. That is a tad bit concerning. It's not the worst thing in the world. If the number one wallet held 53%, then that would be a completely different story. However, we have to note that Ponke is more decentralized than Myro. It basically beats it on any of these statistics right here, especially if we look at the top 100 wallets. For Myro, the top 100 wallets hold 70% of the supply, where Ponke, on the other hand, only has 58% of its total supply in the top 100 wallets. I would say that Ponke wins in this category. It is more decentralized than Myro, and I honestly think it barely edges out Myro when it comes to tokenomics. However, I must say that is up for debate. Some people value a more decentralized project, and some people value a project with a lower inflation rate. I think it could be argued that Myro wins in this category. However, there are still many categories to talk about. The next one being the website of each of these cryptocurrencies. Ponke's website looks pretty much like a standard meme coin website. However, I honestly think it's very clean and it's well done. Obviously, there's a lot of chaos in these GIFs and animated images they decided to add to this website. However, it's done so in a very clean manner, and I can tell there is a lot of effort put into the illustrations on this page. I cannot necessarily say the same for Myro. I think this initial loading page is not bad at all. I do not mind this 3D rendered dog. However, as we scroll down, you will see we get bombarded with clip art. To me, this does not look like custom made clip art. It looks like the clip art you get for free off of canva.com. I think the clip art has to go. And this image right here as a graphic designer drives me absolutely insane. Not only is it a poorly cropped out image where you can still see the white background behind it in some pixels, but there is a blatant watermark over this image that is for some random company called Custom Toys UK. I personally do not want my meme coin having this image on their website. I honestly think Myro needs to get rid of this image immediately. It just makes me trust the project way less when they post something like this. It makes me really question their marketing team and decisions they're making for their website. Now again, I've seen plenty of crypto websites that are worse than this. The 3D render here looks nice. However, as a whole, I think Ponke wins this category. I don't think it's as close as the Tokenomics category. Again, people will have their own opinions. However, I've been in the field of graphic design for the past couple of years. I've been through so many critiques on projects that I know what people look at and critique. These cheap clip art icons and this really disgusting image right here are not attracting people to buy into Myro. And in fact, this image right here isn't even having people buy Myro, it's having people buy a Myro plushie. Myro does have more pages on its website and it does have a clear white paper, which does give it some respect. However, if you actually read the white paper, there's some things that I really do not get. One of those things is the statement that Myro has utility. You see, basically all meme coins have very little utility, if not zero utility. However, Myro here is saying, yeah, we got utility because we provide opportunity for Myro to produce passive revenue streams. Apparently, this is where Myronomics come into play. The idea of Myronomics is to add some utility to the actual token of Myro, and they're thinking of doing this through a Telegram server, which exposes people to trending cryptocurrencies. I personally do not understand this. You have the same exact feature on CoinMarketCap and CoinGecko. I get some people like to use Telegram. However, I don't really see how this is providing much value for the token. If the utility of Myro is to help people discover different trending projects, then it's not really supporting the idea of investors continuing to buy into the project. If you actually wanted Myro for the utility, you would buy the bare minimum needed to join this Telegram group and then get access to this different data around trending cryptocurrencies so you could put your money somewhere else. I personally appreciate the fact that Myro has a white paper. However, I don't really get it. To me, meme coins should just embrace the fact they have no utility. I think Ponke does that great. It basically says Ponke is a degenerate gambler with anger issues, and it's targeting a lot of the degenerate traders that are in the crypto space. It knows what it is, it knows it's a meme coin, and it markets itself as a meme coin. When projects like Myro start to preach about utility, I get kind of confused. I think Myro should embrace the fact that it's a meme coin and it really doesn't need utility to thrive in the crypto space. We've seen projects like Dogecoin and Shiba Inu balloon in value despite having almost no utility at all. That means that utility is not everything when it comes to meme coins in crypto, and as a whole, I have a few questions around the marketing of Myro. I think it's a solid project. I get why it's at $100 million in market cap. However, I don't really see the hype behind it. And as we go to social media, it doesn't get much better. Now, this is where there becomes a huge gap between these two meme coins. Myro here is mainly only based on X and Telegram. Basically, every cryptocurrency out there has an X and a Telegram, and I think that's great. However, I have to acknowledge it is the bare minimum. We're gonna go to Myro's X page right here. We can see they have 73,000 followers, and the pinned tweet is all about buying Myro on the Phantom wallet. This is something that I immediately am not a huge fan of. I get why projects want to pin easy steps on how to buy their token. However, I honestly appreciate a little backstory in a pinned tweet instead of just blatantly trying to shill this token onto me. However, as we go down, we see a lot of things we might expect. There are a lot of memes. There are some technical analysis, which I don't really think needs to get reposted by Myro. And we see shoutouts for these random YouTubers. I personally don't like that at all. To me, it makes it seem like Myro is paying these YouTubers to talk about it by reposting their YouTube videos on their Twitter page, and it honestly just increases my uncertainty around the project as a whole. Why is this project reposting the tweets of these random YouTubers if they are not sponsoring them? If we click on these YouTube videos here, we can see it leads us to an account titled Moneybags Rico, and this other account here is titled Steph is Crypto. Neither of these are the official Myro account. They're just random people on YouTube talking about Myro. This, again, just raises a lot of concerns for me, whether or not Myro is paying these YouTubers to talk about it, to be bullish on it. And as we scroll down, I appreciate all the memes. However, the technical analysis reposting is also kind of weird. I would much rather Myro just repost a bunch of Myro memes than a ton of technical analysis from random people and random YouTube videos. Obviously, there are plenty of memes mixed in here. However, I honestly do not like the marketing of this project. Like I've said earlier, I think it can succeed this cycle, but just from an initial view from their marketing on their social media, I am not fully convinced. I'm not fully convinced they are not paying influencers to talk well about their token, and I'm not convinced their founders are posting the right things on social media to really attract hype. Obviously, Solana mooning this cycle will attract hype to Solana Memecoins, and that's again why I think Myro will go up no matter what it really does. However, it only takes about 2 seconds to realize Ponke blows Myro out of the water when it comes to social media. They have roughly 40,000 more followers on X, and we can see their pinned tweet is a little backstory of this monkey we call Ponke. Now, of course, this isn't the greatest backstory in the world. I really like Turbo's backstory as a pinned tweet a little bit more than this. However, this at least gives us something that's not a blatant advertisement for the token. It gives us an in to the project, and it gets us familiar with this friendly looking monkey character. As we scroll down, we can see that Ponke loves to repost a bunch of Ponke memes, and I'm honestly shocked about the community behind Ponke. There are so many different accounts, especially on Instagram, that are fully devoted to making Ponke content just because they're invested in the coin and want to build the community behind it. On that note, we should point out that Bobby Shmurda recently backed Ponke. He announced he joined the Ponke army, and Bobby Shmurda has been a little questionable in the past with some cryptocurrency shoutouts. However, I believe on his Instagram, he said something like he's done making fake tokens and he's investing into one that he's not making himself. For that reason, I do think it is bullish that we are getting celebrities hopping on Ponke. I am a little quizzical on how Ponke got in touch with Bobby Shmurda. It seemed to be this big event on a boat, and I'm not sure if Ponke gave Bobby Shmurda some free coins. That would be something I would not be a huge fan of. Obviously, a celebrity presence could draw in a bigger crowd. However, I would prefer if Ponke and Bobby Shmurda, to be honest, were completely transparent if that was the case. But as we scroll down, the main focus I want to point out is all of the memes on this page. The memes never end when it comes to Ponke, and this is true on basically every social platform. Not only are they much bigger than Myro on X, but they are basically on every social media site out there. That includes Telegram, of course, but it also includes Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. These are platforms which I absolutely love to see cryptocurrencies hopping onto, and we have to note that Ponke is incredibly successful on Instagram. They're really good at playing the algorithm, and they've gotten videos with millions of views and some with millions of likes. They're currently sitting at 338,000 followers on Instagram, and guess what? Myro does not have an official Instagram page. Moving on to TikTok, Ponke again has over 100,000 followers, and once again has videos with multiple millions of views. Compare that to Myro, and we know for a fact they are not even on TikTok. As a whole, you already know Ponke wins in this category, and at this point is up pretty big on Myro. I think the social media aspect of this comparison alone can put Ponke as the clear winner. However, we need to talk about the founder and exchanges. This is where things get a little bit interesting because Ponke does not have a doxed founder. They likely have a foundation team of some sorts. However, it is not public information, at least from what I can tell. This is concerning. I would much rather have a cryptocurrency with a doxed founder than one with a mysterious team backing it. However, unfortunately for Myro, they are in the same exact boat. I cannot find any information about the founder of Myro. All I find when researching that is the dog itself from one of the Solana co-founders. Because of this, no one actually wins this round. This is a straight draw. There's really no way to slice it one way or the other. They both have a mysterious founder, and if I'm being honest, that does hurt both of these cryptocurrencies ever so slightly. However, we need to end things off with the exchanges available. Right now, Myro is listed on Uphold and it is listed on crypto.com. These are two major exchanges in the US, obviously not as big as something like Coinbase or Binance. However, Ponke does not have either of those listings. It's not even on Uphold and it's certainly not on crypto.com. At the moment, the easiest way to buy Ponke is through Radium or Coinbase Wallet. As someone who's been in crypto a little bit, it's not the hardest process in the world to buy from these different platforms. However, for the average Joe who's just getting into crypto, they want to see it on big exchanges. And right now, Myro has some of those listings. Ideally, both of these would love a Coinbase listing in the future, but at the current state of both of these projects, Myro is the clear winner in this category. Now, while I say Myro is the winner in this category, I actually think it's more bullish for Ponke. Given the fact that Ponke is not even listed on Uphold, we have not experienced any hype or pump up for that exchange listing. I believe that when it is finally available on Uphold and crypto.com, we will see a spike in price as suddenly a lot more people are exposed to this crypto and are able to buy it easily for the first time. Myro, on the other hand, has already had that hype die off from that exchange listing, and despite the fact that it's much easier to buy Myro than it is to buy Ponke, they have a very similar amount of people each holding the token. That is why I'm actually super bullish on Ponke when it comes to future exchange listings, despite the fact it's not available on many right now. That being said, we covered all the categories that I wanted to discuss, and I think it's pretty clear that Ponke is the winner when it comes to these two meme coins. Ponke is a meme coin that I continue to buy into, especially as we dip lower. I've been adding to my Ponke bags, and I honestly think it has a ton of potential for this bull market. If you're interested on my price targets for this cryptocurrency and a deeper analysis on Ponke as a whole, check out this video right here. I have a strong gut feeling on this one, and I am not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. However, I do think Ponke has a bright future ahead of it. Thank you so much for watching. Peace out.